Hello Terraria enthusiasts, my name is James, and I was doing a little bit of research for a video when I stumbled across this Reddit post from 2 years ago of Red, the creator of Terraria, talking about him looping this fan-made YouTube song over and over again. And then it hit me. He's talking about the leprechaun costume that's in the game, and so I went and checked out the leprechaun costume, and yeah, there is an actual reference to a YouTube video in Terraria. How cool is that? So it inspired me to finish off my series of movie references by doing the next top 5 of movie references in Terraria. And now the great thing about this list is that these are some of the lesser known ones or some of the more recent ones that people haven't really spoke about. So let's begin the top 5 movie references in Terraria. 5. So this reference was actually added in Terraria 1.3, and it's when you start expert mode and it gives you that little splash text that says, "Fortune and glory, kid." Now this is actually a reference to Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Now for some reason when I read this, I think very heavily of Uremir. I feel like he must have had an input into this. It does sound very Uremir-like. Fortune and glory, kid.
Fortune and glory, kid. Fortune and glory.
4. So this one is actually really funny. It's the Tempest Staff. Now the Tempest Staff is actually an item that you can get from Duke Fishron that spawns Sharknadoes. Now we know that Duke Fishron wasn't spawned by Sharknado of course, but this Tempest Staff really just confirms it. This is a little tornado that flies out sharks to that absolutely ridiculous movie that came out a few years ago that even got a sequel. I think this is a really funny reference. I like that the Terraria developers have a little bit of a laugh with stuff like this. So yeah, this is like one that I really like.
They're sharks, they're scary. No one wants to get eaten.
3. Now I'm sure you've all seen Guardians of the Galaxy. It was one of the highest rated movies of 2014. But did you know there's actually an achievement to do with Guardians of the Galaxy? Well, if you actually open your first golden chest in Terraria, you get the achievement, I am Loot, which is obviously a reference to the Guardians of the Galaxy line, I am Groot, which obviously appears throughout the movie. Very cool little reference. I've noticed that a few of these achievements actually have references to other films, like I showed in my 50 Facts About Terraria video, so this is one of the more subtly placed ones and I really like it.
I am Groot.
So what?
I'm Groot.
Yeah, you said that.
2.
Now this one really can't be missed, but I've never actually covered it in a video before, and it's the Amber Mosquito. Now this is actually a drop that you can get from the extract when putting in silt or slush, and it spawns a little fossil. Now this is actually a reference to Jurassic Park where they're nearing to actually create these dinosaurs. Very cool little reference. I never actually picked up on this one for quite a while. I assumed Amber was obviously to do with Jurassic Park, obviously it's a real thing anyway, but I never really picked up on this one. But I think that's because it's quite a rare item to get. I believe it's still 1 in 1,000 drop rate, so it's a little bit hard to find.
Sometimes, after biting a dinosaur, the mosquito would land on the branch of a tree and get stuck in the sand.
1.
Now, in the number 1 spot, the Baby Grinch's Mischief Whistle. Now, I added this to my number 1 spot because it's actually one, once again, that I never saw for quite some time because it's once again quite a rare drop. The Baby Grinch's Mischief Whistle will spawn you a little Grinch pet, but not any normal Grinch. No, it's a baby Grinch. Now this is actually a reference to the film adaptation, the more recent live action one, where they have a scene with the baby Grinch eating like glass and just being gross. Very cool little reference, very hard to get once again, but very awesome if you have it.
It was morning before anybody realized that he was out there.
So that's about it for the top 5 movie references of Terraria 1.3. Now if you didn't actually know, I actually did a few of these movie references / references lists for Terraria 1.2.4 and I'll link them below. It currently has the top 5 movie references of 1.2.4, the top 5 Zelda references, and the top 5 Easter eggs / references in Terraria. There's lots of hidden things in Terraria, and my favourite thing is to go through the game and hunt for them, because I'm just addicted to hunting for stuff like that. I really hope that Terraria Otherworld is packed full of references, so people like me can just absolutely be like amazed at films. Yeah. Have a great day everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.